Tell a friend to tell a friend. The Banana Show is about to start. It is for the singles and the married. What you know will never kill you. This program is designed to settle those struggles, those questions you need to know, and the answers you need for those questions. You are to enjoy marriage, not to endure it. A journey you cannot finish, it's better you don't start it. That is why this show is out to readdress issues that has to do with relationship. As you follow this program, your relationship will get better because there are many unfolding issues that will be unfolded as you follow. Remember, the show is Banana Show, and I am your host, the voice of freedom. Call me your counselor, call me your friend, call me your pastor. Don't be left out. Make sure this program is blessing somebody. Share, subscribe, like, and tell a friend to join you online. The social media is Impact Ministries on Facebook. Impact Ministries. Impact Ministries. Connect, connect, connect. Share and like. Tell people it's happening live now. Don't start a journey you cannot finish. You need to start a journey and find the result from that journey. A food you will not eat, don't use the food to rub your mouth. Remember, the show is Banana Show every 7 p.m. on Thursday. I remain your voice of freedom. There is an audacious grace to bring freedom into the life of men and women. Life is coming into that relationship. Life is coming into that marriage. Life is coming into that home again. Any question you need to ask, you can ask. Just inbox me and you get answer to those questions. Any counseling you need, let's talk about it. Based on experience, based on gifts, based on talents. Beloved, we're online. Facebook. You can connect on Facebook. Impact Ministries. Impact Ministries. Come online. Impact Ministries. Share to your friends on WhatsApp. Share to your friends. On TikTok, you can follow us. Unction to Function. Unction to Function. And if you're on YouTube, Impact TV. You can find our program on Impact TV. Voice of Freedom. Voice of Freedom is the name. Voice of Freedom. Yet, by the special grace of God, the program is about to kick off. And I want you to know that if you carry a leaking pot or a leaking bucket to the stream to fetch water, it's like putting the food on the fire unattended. The show is Banana Show, and I want you to understand that the show has come for men to get revived again. Most relationships are crying. People are in some relationship, but they don't even know how to come out. Sometimes it is not just the prayers, but you need the right counsel. The right counsel will take you through. And today, by the grace of God, we are looking at the topic energy. Energy, energy. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we're online. We're online. Share with your friends on social media. We're online. Energy. This is a very important topic I really want us to talk about. Energy. Energy. Now, what's energy? Energy is just simply means vibes, the power, what controls it. So in your relationship, what controls it matters a lot. What controls it, what you are receiving, will control the sensitivity. So what you are receiving will determine how far your relationship will go. Many never got the good orientation, the exact orientation to keep their relationship going. Many had wrong orientation. Many didn't have enough energy. Many didn't understand the energy. If you don't understand the energy in the relationship you are going into, my dear, you will have a problem. And this evening we are going to talk on energy. Energy. We are having a positive and the negative energy. The positive and the negative energy. The positive energy, the energy that motivates you to do it. The energy that gives you the right sense of understanding. And the negative energy is the energy that tells you do it on purpose. That is the reason I want you to understand that zeal and desperation, they are different. There are a lot of people, I will be looking at the side of the ladies more again this evening. Now, there are a lot of people who go into a relationship through zeal, and some go into it through desperation. When you are zealous, you are positive minded. You are looking at the now and the tomorrow. There are a lot of ladies who enter into a relationship with zeal. That means they are not only looking at now, they are looking at the tomorrow. Now there are a lot of people who enter out of desperation. I'm aged. Everyone is pushing me, go and get married, whether man or woman, go and get married. Now when you enter into that marriage through desperation, you don't care the outcome. So whatever it takes, some even enter as gold diggers, whether male or female. Now, when you enter out of desperation, that means you entered without looking back. You enter without reasoning if there will be repercussion. So when you enter such relationship, whatever you see, you accept it. But we enter with a zeal. What happens? This because you are entering with a purpose. So you are able to build the home. If you enter a relationship with a zeal, what is zeal? Zeal simply means if it works accordingly, fine. If there's a crack, I will amend it. That is zeal. Why desperation? If I enter, it's not the way I want it, I will separate. And a lot of us, we go into that relationship. Sometimes, let me start with the guys. Sometimes you enter into a relationship with a guy. And when you enter into a relationship with a guy, what happens? You believe that the guy is rich, is doing well. So if that thing is not flowing again, you begin to have a problem. So along the line, your marriage will be having a lot of cracks. Some enter because the guy has six-pack. And along the line, if the six-pack begin to melt, the love will go. Some entered into the marriage because they feel the guy has property. So if peradventure issue rises up and the guy uses the property for a loan and there is nothing, the marriage begin to collapse. The same thing with the guy too. Sometimes they enter into a relationship. That is when you enter into desperation. You enter into the relationship, the girl has a big bump. Along the line, the bump goes, as you grow as a lady, your bumps, they begin to go down, some features begin to go down. And the guy is not seeing those features again. There is every tendency that there will be issue that will be rising up. Because in desperation, you are entering by all means. These bumps, no person will take it. This waist, no one will take it. So if you enter into it, and along the line she is not sick, or something happens and the bump begin to go down, that means you will not like her. But you enter with a zeal. Zeal has a purpose. Zeal simply means I am not just preparing it now, but I'm preparing it for tomorrow. So anytime you enter into a relationship out of zealousness, because you are zealous, now you are positive minded. But when you enter out of desperation, it simply means that you are entering with a condition. So if that condition is not met, or those conditions are not met, what happens? You begin to run out from it. So understand certain things before you run into that relationship. Why are you going to that relationship? What is the energy you are putting in that relationship? Why am I starting it? If I start and this is not there, we'll be talking on a few issues along the line. This and these are not there because when it comes to marriage, it is not love that actually keeps marriage. It is the heart that keeps marriage. When the heart is there, the treasure will be there. We'll be talking on that aspect, but we are talking about the energy. Now, some guys love very rough girls when it comes to dating and outing. They love them hot, pinning earrings, pinning their nose. That's fashion. Now, if you like a rough girl, you should understand that most of the things she will feed or release while she's in the house is going to be rough attitude. Maybe when you saw her, the way she dresses and the way she smokes and all that things, she's very hot on bed. You should know that when you also get married to her, those are the kind of things you'll be seeing. You'll be seeing some rough reactions. So if you go for a rough girl, expect rough reaction when you get to. If you go for a rough guy, this guy is rough. You see the way he does his things, very rough. When I mean rough, most of you understand what I'm talking about. The guy is so rough, the way he does his things, he can talk anyhow, he can grab you, he can do all kinds of things. He can pull his shirt at the street, he can do all kinds of things. Now, when you go for such a rough guy, you should understand when you get married, you should be expecting those things in your marriage. And most often, when you get married, you don't want to see such things in your marriage. So what do? Before you make choice, make sure that what you are trying to welcome into your life is what you might want to continue. Because if you welcome it, it's like sometimes some guys will lay hands on ladies and be beating them. Sometimes the lady give room. Sometimes it's not the lady that gave room, it's an attitude. And that is what we're going to talk on now this evening. Attitude, very, very important. Most of us, we are entering into a relationship without understanding the attitude of our partner. Whatever you don't understand, when you come into it or you enter into it, you are going to face a whole lot of things. So we're going to be talking about attitude. But before I talk about attitude, I want us to understand that anytime you are lazy, you don't have the energy to attract what you want into your life, definitely you have a poor relationship. You need energy for the relationship. This is why we're going to talk about attitude, which is character. The other word again in it is called temperament. Temperament. This is where many don't understand. They go into their relationship, they don't even know the temperament of the partner. And if you don't know the temperament of the partner, definitely when you go into that relationship, there will be a lot of problem, because sometimes the two temperaments cannot coexist. And this is not spiritual, this is nature. There's a difference between the natural problem and the spiritual problem. This is not a spiritual problem, this is nature. So if we don't understand our temperaments, we cannot run along. We cannot run along. It will just be there, but every day there will be issues that will be rising up. So we're going to look at the 4 temperaments. The 4 normal temperaments, which is the first temperament we're going to talk about, is the choleric. The choleric. What is a choleric temperament? Some of the attributes of a choleric temperament is that they have impatience. So whatever they are doing, they want it in a hurry. They want it done very fast. So peradventure, you as a lady, your partner is a choleric person. What happens? He will have problem if you are the slow type. So if the person is a choleric person, he has impatience. He wants everything done. Money, quick decision, quick answer. If he's looking or she's looking for result, she doesn't get it, she's out for the next agenda. And if you are not that type who can coexist with the person, you have a problem. That is one of the character of a choleric. Another character of a choleric too, they are very visionary. They carry vision. So if you are with them, you don't carry vision, they just drop you. They need a guy that is visionary. They need a guy that can help the vision. They need a lady that can help the vision. If they are ladies, they will tell you, I want to achieve this, and this before I get married. So if you get such a lady as a girlfriend and you want to get married to her, if you don't have the same strength, the same energy, you will have a problem. That is the reason why every temperament you want to go into, it is every temperament of your partner, you must know the energy so that you can be able to run along. Because if you are not able to run along, you will see the other. Sometimes the partner is not bad. It is the temperament of the person that cannot coexist with your own temperament. Another factor of the choleric, I told you, outside the impatience, the second one is visionary. They are very visionary. So if you are dating somebody that has a vision, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. If you cannot carry out, my dear, stay alone, let me go and do it. They are very visionary. Another thing again, they are easily angry because they are bossy. They are bossy. Choleric people are very bossy. They are bossy. And because they are bossy, sometimes if they give instruction, you don't do it, they get angry. They believe that it should be theirs. Whether a lady or a woman, a guy or a lady, please. Whether a lady or a guy, they are bossy. They like to be the head. So if you have a choleric woman in the house, for example, or as a girlfriend, you are not married. Let me talk about the pre-marriage. And you are not married. You know what's going to happen? She will like making decisions. You will plan. She will tell you, no, let this plan be like this. And if it's not going her own way, she can be angry. That's a choleric woman. She wants it in her own way. She believes that she knows it best. And because she believes she knows it best, any other decision that will be coming from the partner might not work. She wants her own to be on top. When they are making decisions on how to spend money in the house, it might not even be her money, but she will decide how the money will go. The guy too, that's the same thing. The guy, they are very bossy. It must be this. Sweetheart, I'm going for a program. Say, no, you don't go for a program. He doesn't want to know whether the program is important or not. That's the choleric person. He tells you, why are you traveling? You are not traveling. But it's for this reason, I don't care. He's not even interested. His decision or her decision, they always find out. So they are very bossy. Another thing, but they are very hardworking. Correct people, they are very, so they achieve a lot. They achieve a lot. They are risk takers. So they achieve a lot. They are very hard. So if you are going out with a choleric person, for example, just know that if you can help the vision, he will bring out results from that vision because they are goal-oriented. Now, this leads us to another character outside the choleric. The second character I want to talk about is the melancholy. The melancholy people. Number one attribute, very loyal. Very loyal. They are very loyal, but they are very practical. They want it right. They don't control you. If you don't get it right, they take it and go and do it themselves. If they send you, go and do this thing, and you are not getting it, they just abandon you. They don't tell you anything. They go and do it. They are loyal, so they want everything. If I say it's A, it's not in a bossy way, but it should be designed A. A correct person will not go and correct it, will tell you go and do it. But a melancholy person will not answer, will go and do it in his own way. But this is what will happen with a melancholy person. When the person finishes, he might not want to settle you because he believes that you've done nothing. The correct person will make you do it and make sure you are paid for your job. Because he or she doesn't want the same thing. If I finish working for you, don't pay me. So she makes sure or he makes sure that you do the job. But at the same time, what will happen? After that job, she would make a decision on what to do. But a melancholy will not tell you anything. Very calm people. But the only problem is that they like their work practical, but they will not tell you it's this or it's that. But one thing that is not good about the melancholy, they are always moody. They are always moody. If they are expecting something or something is not right, sometimes they don't express it. They are just moody. Especially when they are not getting the kind of result. If they are in school, they are not getting the kind of result. If they are doing business, they are not getting the kind of result. In their relationship, a melancholy person doesn't want to break his relationship. He wants to set an example. A choleric person don't care. If this marriage will not work, then get out. A lady can slap a man publicly. Choleric person. But a melancholy person will not do that. Will not slap you, but will be so moody and will be so unhappy. So they dry up. That's one problem they have. They dry up. If they are not getting kind of result, they dry up in their relationship. They don't talk, whether a man or a woman, they just dry up there because they want the best. They always want the best. But instead of them to really express it, sometimes they dry up. They die with that feelings. That's one thing about them. They think over. They think over. One of the good things, again, they think over. So while they are thinking over, if you cannot think with them, they have a problem with you. So if a melancholy wants to really settle down, he begins to look at somebody who can walk along. Sometimes they don't like the choleric person because they believe that what I'm thinking, we should think together. A melancholy believes that we can think together. So if you have a melancholy relationship, for example, now while you are dating either the guy or the lady, this is what happens. The guy or the lady, they want to see that the marriage is perfect. They want to do everything together. They want to open an account together. They want to pray together. If this one says something, once it is right, they just want to make it right. They like setting goals. Yes. And if he or she is not setting goals, he becomes moody. Now this will lead us to another temperament. That is the phlegmatic temperament. You see this temperament I'm mentioning, it is a very big problem. A lot of people are facing this problem thinking it's a spiritual issue. And that is why this program is here to actually bring out the lights you need to know where it needs to shine. Now we're talking about the phlegmatic. The phlegmatic people, they are introverts. They are lazy. But one of it, they are calm. They are calm. So people might like the girl or the guy because he's calm, but he's lazy. It's not ambitious. It's like lack of ambition. What will you do? I don't know. What can you do? I don't know. Even when you open business sometimes for them, the business fails because if they go and sell, they are not making money. They just come back. Say the day is not good, the business is not good. As far the business is not, and sometimes when you start a business, sometimes it might not go on well from the beginning. These phlegmatic people don't have time for that. But they are very calm. They are very calm, they are indecisive, they are decision making. They can adapt because they are lazy, so they can adapt. They can stay with even a choleric person sometimes. They can stay with a melancholic person sometimes. Because anything you be saying, okay, okay. Even when they are not happy, because they don't want to stress themselves. So if you can go and bring results, fine, go and bring results. So when you are with these people, this is only where you enjoy it. If what you are looking for in the partner physically is there, but internally you will not get what you want. You want, for example, if you are married, you want sex. You want sex, okay. You are not good on bed. Okay. You are good on bed, okay. You are changing style, okay. I don't like this style. Any style, you should welcome it. But the problem is, she might not even be doing it from her heart. A correct person will tell you, I'm not making love today. I'm not making love today. But you see this phlegmatic person, you say you want to make love, okay, get it. Even when she doesn't love you, get it. So that peace will reign. She don't want anything that will stress her up, whether she likes it or not. So when she starts something, she starts a business, it's not favoring her. I say, forget about the business, I beg. She'll start. No matter the money she puts in, that's why he put money in some of them in their hands. Or even a guy, he will waste it. Yeah. You will tell the guy, go and start a business, he will go and come back and be playing draft. Phlegmatic person, yes. Now, the fourth one I want to talk about is the sanguine. Another people again that you must know. These people, they lack discipline, but they are fun people. The sanguine people, they lack discipline, but they are fun people. What kind of discipline? You see a sanguine person, if you are not, he can use play. If a guy is a sanguine, he can be in the area, you will think he's not a womanizer, but he will sleep with more than 3-4 girls in that street or in that community without knowing. Because the way they will be playing, you will not know. The same thing with the lady. You will just be using corny method, but before you know, she has given it to more than 3-4 guys. They are very friendly. They are very open. They don't get angry easily. They talk. They are extroverts. They are extroverts. But the good thing is they will encourage you. If you are having issues, they will follow you. They will follow. They'll make sure that all is well. They will give you their support. If you have them as a wife or as a guy, he can give you all he has. He doesn't get angry. If you provoke him now, beg him in the next few minutes, he will forget. Choleric person will not forget easily. Pragmatic, melancholic person will be watching you carefully. Are you sure you've changed? Then why the phlegmatic person will like, okay, even when it's not fun. But you see this fun person, once they forgive, they easily forget. They are fun people. If they are working for you, once they are happy, they give you the best of the job. If they are into a relationship, they give you the best in relationship because they don't have it. But the problem is sometimes they are loosed. You can just convince them for something small, and before you know, they can be a victim. That is another aspect. But very fun. They don't have a problem. If you tell them this is what I have, they will share with you, both the male, both the female. So that is for the sanguine people. So understand this 4 temperament. Now you might be passing through certain problem with your relationship when it comes to character. Like I said, everything is not spiritual. Now if you are passing through any of these issues, maybe you realize that the guy is always moody, the guy is not kind, sometimes he's kind, sometimes even womanizing has to do with the character. If you have such a guy, inbox me, let's talk about it. I will ask you a few questions. You will need to go and ask your partner. Based on that question, then you can resolve the problem. Because when you understand the other partner, you will understand if you can go along or if you can correct it. There are some you can correct. There are some you don't even have to correct. You just need to avoid it. That is why dating is very important. Through your dating, you will know if you can continue. Many never got good orientation before entering the marriage. So when they entered, it became sour for them because there were a whole lot of potholes, and those potholes were not sealed before they entered. Now, these are some questions they asked me. Can I have 2 characters? Yes. You can even have up to 3 characters. 1 major one and 2 minor one, or 1 minor one. You can be a choleric and sometimes a little of melancholy and maybe sometimes a little of phlegmatic or sanguine. Definitely there's 1 major trait and one or two sub character that will follow it here. So you can have more than one. So I believe I answered the question. There are a lot of people who inboxed me for a few questions even before the show started. Now another question is how do I know the character to marry? How do I know the character to marry? How do you know the character to marry? Very important. You need to know the traits. Sometimes when you inbox, I'm going to ask you some few questions about you and about your guy. So based on the questions, you will know where you fall in and you will know where he falls. So in the traits, you will know, okay, from this and this, will I be able to continue? If you cannot settle your character aspect, because there's something, as a woman, take note, character will take you, and beauty will take you into the house, but character will send you out of the house. Beauty can take you to that home, but character can take you out. That is the truth. That is the reason why I tell people that for a good relationship, it is more than love. It is more than love. Because you can love something. The day you went for your wedding, you were very happy. You loved the guy. That's why you gave your heart. You exchanged vows. But what happened? So there's more than love. Which in this banana show, you'll be learning a whole lot of things. But I want you to have the energy. It is the energy you put in as you are starting a relationship that will determine the strength of that marriage. Some marriages started well and they ended well. Why some started well and ended along the line, they feel maybe because of spirituality. But if you put in the right energy, in marriage, take note, there's always quarrel. You will meet quarrel, you will meet problems, you will meet ups and downs. But are you able to settle it? That's what matters. Another question again, someone asked me again, can character delay marriage to settlement? Yes. Yes, it can. That marriage can be delayed because sometimes you are not even meeting the right character. That is why when you meet a guy for the first date, don't just say yes. And as a lady, sometimes try and know the lady before you. Maybe the physical approach, because you want a shaped lady, you want this. But while you sit down, ask a few questions. That is why when you inbox me for counseling, I ask you certain questions which you need to go and ask your partner. So that at the end, you don't start regretting. There are a lot of people who entered into a relationship and today they ever regretted ever meeting that guy or ever meeting that lady. Say, I wish I never met this guy. I wish I never met this lady. It is because the energy that they used in started feeling. The right energy was not given from the beginning. Now, these are some of the things you need to know. Please, if you're on social media, don't forget on Facebook, Impact Ministries. Impact Ministries. The impact is arrow. Please share and like. And if you are following us on TikTok, Unction to Function. Unction to Function. And if you are following us on YouTube, then Impact TV. Impact TV. The impact is IMPART. Impact TV. You can always send your messages on Facebook. Very soon we'll be giving you the numbers to call. You can always send your messages, whatever you need to know in your relationship. Now, a problem that has the exact answer will always be celebrated. I want you to know something about relationship, that every relationship has its own crack, but know what to do to cement that crack. When you cannot cement that crack, it becomes a hole. And when it becomes a hole that will sink you. That is why you need such program. The Banana Show. The show that brings out the problems. The show that tells you how to go about it. The show that tells you what to do to correct the error. If you see a fly that made you slap your face flying around your television, will you go and hit the television because you want to kill the fly? Wisdom. I want you to understand that every relationship you are entering into, understand why you are going. Have the right energy. Don't enter out of desperation. Enter with seriousness. Have a goal towards that relationship. Now, while you are working out that goal, you also need what we call prayers, definitely, to support it. But work out the physical aspect. You must deal with nature even before going into the spiritual aspect. Because when you don't deal with nature, definitely, because nature will tell you the right thing, relationship and what to do. But when you don't deal with nature, you go to spirituality, you might get error. There might be clash, even in realms. So I want you to know that Relationship can still be sweet. It can still be sweet. Understand your temperament. If you have a question to ask me on temperament of your relation, you want to know, inbox me. Let's talk about it. I will guide you. I remain your friend, your counselor, and your pastor. By the grace of God, tomorrow 11:30 we will be online again for our next program, and that program is going to be a hot one. That is the Jabez hour, where we pray and talk prophetically into the realms, bring out mysteries, pray over the mysteries, and speak into the realms and correct everything that needs to be corrected. Your relationship has to be blessed. Your home has to be blessed. So tomorrow, by the grace of God, Jabez hour, 11:30 Friday, I shall be there to be hosting and to be directing and commanding the territory to obey in the name of the Lord Jesus. And by the grace of God, Valentine is next week. I shall be on OSTV 9 to 11 p.m. I'm going to be talking about how to turn on a woman, how to turn on a man. Don't miss. If you're in Ghana, connect to OSTV, Usageful Television, Truth and Loyalty. As I connect and as we'll be hosting with my beloved sister, Nana Bina, by the grace of God, and we'll be hosting the program, How to Turn On a Man. Valentine Day, 9 to 11. How to turn a man on, how to turn a woman on. A lot of people are turned on, but that's a mistake. The turning on is a trick. I will tell you how you know whether the lady is screaming rightly. There are a lot of ladies who scream, but they are not screaming from their heart. I will tell you the secret on how to know if this is a genuine scream. There are a lot of men who are just banging, who are just doing whatever they are doing. They are not doing from the heart. Let's talk about it. Till I come your way again, I remain the voice of freedom. Enjoy your evening and have the best of the night. Good night and bye-bye.